the Book of Enoch is named for, a man who's mentioned in one sentence in the book of Genesis.
This version of the fall of the angels was very popular in its day and maintained popularity for centuries to come.
If you think the Book of Revelations in the Bible is sufficient to warn us, you may have not come across the Book of Enoch yet. It's the book that did not make it to the traditional Christian Bible because it was not canonical, lost for thousands of years, and now it's found and has revealed several unimaginable, even horrifying things. The book is known to have been deliberately hidden, but now the new Book of Enoch is back to unfold new facts and mysteries. Who was Enoch? A long time ago, there was a man named Enoch, and he was really special. Enoch had a close relationship with God, and his story goes all the way back to Adam, the very first man. His life was full of amazing truths that were important for people to know, and the way he disappeared is also quite mysterious. The Bible tells us that Adam was the first human on earth. It's interesting to point out that there are two different Enochs mentioned in the Bible. The first Enoch was the son of Cain, who was Adam and Eve's first child, and had a famous story involving his brother Abel. But Adam also had other children, including Seth, who is the ancestor of the second Enoch, and other good people like Noah. Seth had a son named Enos, who then had a son named Canaan. Canaan became the father of Mahalalel, who had Jared, and Jared was Enoch's dad. This means Enoch is the great-great-great-great-grandson of Adam, and is part of a family known for being faithful to God. It's also important to mention that Enoch had a son named Methuselah, who is famous for living a super long time, 969 years. According to the Bible, especially in Genesis 5:26, Enoch was also the great-grandfather of Noah, who was told to build an ark before the big flood. His book. At the age of 365, Enoch left the earth, but it wasn't because he died. Instead, he went up to the heavens, as mentioned in the Bible in Genesis 5:24. Enoch is one of only 3 people in the Bible who experienced this, along with Jesus and Elijah. The main difference is that Jesus came back to life afterward, while Enoch and Elijah did not. What happened to Enoch after he ascended is still a mystery, leading to many theories over the years. The Bible doesn't provide any details about what he saw or felt in the heavens after his ascension. However, Enoch's story continues in other ancient writings like the Book of Enoch, which claims to share his visions, his journeys through different realms, and his meetings with angels. In these texts, Enoch is shown as a prophet and a visionary who learns secrets about the universe, divine beings, and humanity's future. Enoch's importance goes beyond his own life. His prophecies and supernatural experiences make him one of the most fascinating figures in biblical history. He serves as a connection between earth and the heavens, a man whose mysterious journey suggests knowledge that goes beyond what humans can understand, and whose story was considered too remarkable, even risky, to be included in the traditional Bible. The common question about the book is whether it's a pseudepigrapha or just another book of revelations. The Book of Enoch is a fascinating ancient text that has sparked much discussion over the years. As Paul mentions to Timothy, all scripture is, and he uses the term theopneustos, which translates to God-breathed. When we delve into the canon of scripture, we encounter various texts, and the Book of Enoch stands out as one of the pseudepigraphal works that didn't make the cut. This exclusion is primarily due to the anonymity of its authors, despite it being attributed to Enoch himself. The term pseudepigrapha comes from 2 Greek roots, pseudo, meaning false, and epigraph, which means to inscribe. Thus, it suggests that the Book of Enoch is a false inscription, but that's just scratching the surface. The real intrigue lies within its pages. This book chronicles the spiritual and earthly adventures of Enoch, who is recognized as the 7th patriarch in Genesis. While many discussions about the Book of Enoch typically focus on one Enoch, it's important to note that there are actually 3 versions: 1 Enoch, 2 Enoch, and 3 Enoch. The second, often referred to as the Book of the Secrets of Enoch, and the third, known as the Hebrew Book of Enoch, were composed much later than the first. The earliest complete manuscript of 1 Enoch that we possess dates back to the 15th century and is written in Ethiopic. However, fragments of various sections exist, and the only complete version we have is in the Ethiopic language. Let's discover its Ethiopian connection. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church and the Eritrean Orthodox Church's recognition of the Book of Enoch as canonical may be attributed to specific theological perspectives unique to these denominations. In contrast, no other Christian denomination is known to accept this text as part of their sacred scriptures. This raises intriguing questions. Have these texts been obscured from broader religious discourse? Is the Book of Enoch intended to be included in the biblical canon, suggesting that its absence is a significant oversight? Originally categorized within Jewish apocalyptic literature, the Book of Enoch unveils esoteric divine insights regarding the creation of the universe and the governance of the cosmos. The Book of Enoch is particularly captivating due to its unparalleled exploration of lesser-known realms and events, presented with remarkable specificity. It chronicles Enoch's celestial journeys, during which he encounters angelic entities that impart further concealed knowledge about both the earthly realm and the heavens. Among the narratives included in the text is the account of the Watchers, angelic beings assigned to observe humanity, who ultimately fell from their divine purpose, descending to earth and becoming intertwined with human affairs. Secrets of the universe. The Book of Enoch unveils profound insights regarding the universe, the celestial bodies, and the fundamental nature of existence. Should these insights be authentic, they possess the potential to transform our comprehension of ancient societies and our own position within the universe. Nevertheless, prudence is warranted. There are those who contend that the text was deliberately concealed, as its revelations might be too perilous for public dissemination. The wisdom gleaned from the Watcher's experiences has already illustrated how excessive knowledge can lead to misdirection, diverting humanity from a divine trajectory. This text transcends the narrative of an individual's odyssey. It serves as a historical account of the exchanges between humankind and entities that lie beyond our comprehension. A significant portion of the manuscript is thought to have originated during the Hellenistic era of Judaism, spanning from the 3rd century BCE to the 3rd century CE. The first Book of Enoch encompasses multiple writings, segmented into 5 distinct sections, each attributed to different authors and composed at various times. Predominantly apocalyptic in nature, the earliest segment, known as the Apocalypse of Weeks, was penned prior to the Maccabean revolt against the Seleucid Empire in 167 BCE. The chronological context of the remaining sections remains ambiguous, yet they explore themes related to astrology, astronomy, and cosmology. In 1947, the first Book of Enoch was unearthed among the Dead Sea Scrolls, prompting contemplation on whether humanity is prepared to confront the truths unveiled within this ancient text. Could the Book of Enoch hold the key to the universe? Could the book reveal new knowledge that helps us advance science, our understanding of the universe? Or could it be one that causes us to question everything and drives the world into chaos? The Book of Enoch in different faiths. Enoch is recognized as a significant historical figure, as evidenced by his mention in the Bible, despite the absence of his own book within the canonical texts. His influence extends across various religious traditions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, where he is esteemed for his contributions. However, the acceptance of his book is limited, likely due to ambiguities regarding its authorship and authenticity. Judaism. In the context of Judaism, Enoch is recognized as a virtuous individual and a prophet who maintained a close relationship with God. His limited references in the Hebrew Bible have contributed to his depiction as a distinctive figure endowed with divine grace. Although the Book of Enoch is not included in the Jewish canon, it has significantly influenced Jewish mystical traditions, particularly within Kabbalistic literature, which examines themes related to celestial journeys and angelic encounters. Furthermore, the Book of Enoch has played a role in shaping Jewish apocalyptic writings, inspiring various non-canonical texts that explore cosmic conflicts, divine realms, and eschatological themes. Christianity. The relationship between Christianity and the Book of Enoch is intricate. Early Christian groups, particularly during the first few centuries of the Common Era, held the Book of Enoch in high esteem. The Epistle of Jude in the New Testament even cites Enoch directly, indicating that early Christians recognized the text's importance. The themes of divine judgment, angelic insurrections, and the promise of salvation found in the Book of Enoch significantly influenced early Christian apocalyptic thought. Nevertheless, the book was ultimately excluded from the Christian biblical canon, with the exception of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, where it continues to be regarded as canonical. For the majority of other Christian denominations, Enoch is acknowledged as a prophet, yet his writings are classified as pseudepigrapha, meaning they are not officially accepted, but still possess historical and spiritual relevance. Islam. In Islam, the distinction between the acceptance of the Book of Enoch and the figure of Enoch himself is more pronounced. Islamic texts refer to Enoch as Idris, a prophet and virtuous man believed to have been endowed with wisdom by God. According to Islamic tradition, he was granted knowledge in fields such as astronomy and writing. The Quran briefly mentions Idris in chapters 1956 and 57, describing him as a truthful man and a prophet who was elevated to a high status. This notion aligns with the concept of Enoch's ascension to heaven, although it may not hold the same prominence as the ascension of Jesus. How do you see the Book of Enoch in your religion? You can write your comments below. Let's hear about it. Now we continue. Enoch's universal significance. Enoch serves as a pivotal figure who connects diverse religious traditions, underscoring his significance in the annals of human history. His influence extends even into non-Abrahamic faiths, where references to Enoch can be found, illustrating how his existence has contributed to the understanding of humanity's place in the cosmos. The Book of Enoch presents a rich and intricate narrative that engages with profound themes through its examination of celestial entities, prophetic visions, and esoteric knowledge. This text is organized into 5 distinct sections, each illuminating various facets of Enoch's experiences, his divine interactions, and the greater mysteries that govern the universe. The narrative introduces beings from beyond Earth who interacted with humanity. The initial section, referred to as the Book of the Watchers, recounts the dramatic downfall of the Watchers, angels who descended to Earth, transgressed divine commandments, and engaged in relations with humans, resulting in the birth of hybrid beings known as Nephilim. This segment lays the groundwork for several central themes of the text, such as the repercussions of transgressive actions, the essence of divine judgment, and the interplay between good and evil. Subsequent sections further elaborate on these concepts, offering vivid accounts of Enoch's celestial journeys, his encounters with angelic figures, and insights into the workings of the universe. Visions and prophecies. In the Book of Parables and the Astronomical book, Enoch undergoes a series of visions and dreams that unveil profound insights regarding celestial phenomena and the function of divine beings in upholding cosmic order. The Book of Dream Visions further elaborates on prophecies concerning the destiny of humanity, while the Epistle of Enoch provides counsel and admonitions regarding righteousness and eschatological events. Consequently, Enoch was taken from Earth, where he vividly describes the planet's form, dimensions, and hue as perceived from the cosmos, a vast, luminous blue sphere. The teachings and revelations contained within the chapters of the Book of Enoch are attributed to his ascension into the celestial realms. This once humble servant ascended through 10 heavens, encountering extraordinary visions that form the foundation of his writings. Supported by the wings of an angel, Enoch rises above the clouds to witness sights previously unseen by any human. In the first heaven, he encounters 200 angels, while in the second, he observes a profound darkness filled with countless beings awaiting judgment, oblivious to their impending fate. They are gripped by fear, unaware of the surrounding circumstances. The angels accompanying Enoch elucidate that these beings are prisoners who have transgressed the commandments of their Lord and are on the brink of facing a grim destiny. The subsequent heaven is illuminated by a radiant light, accentuated by the evergreen tree of life. In this realm, Enoch experiences a sense of eternal joy, often associated with the Garden of Eden in Jewish tradition, tended by 300 angels. He discovers that this splendid domain is reserved for those who lead a life of righteousness, uphold justice, and eschew all forms of wickedness, as well as for those who honor their Lord, provide for the needy, and treat others with kindness. Following this extraordinary garden of divine pleasure lies a harrowing expanse of darkness and fire, overseen by ruthless angels, each equipped to inflict severe suffering on those who defy God or engage in sinful behavior. Those who will inherit this kingdom of torment include people who steal, lie, envy, exploit, and practice forbidden acts like violence, immoral acts, magic, and sorcery. Wait, there's more. Celestial wonders and angelic encounters. In the fourth heaven, Enoch observed the celestial mechanics governing the sun, moon, and stars. He noted the angels who served these heavenly bodies and encountered the phoenix, witnessing its majestic flight as it honored the grandeur of the Lord. The second book of Enoch describes the phoenix as possessing a crocodile head, lion-like feet, and a radiant form, towering at 900 feet, with wings akin to those of angels. Upon reaching the fifth heaven, Enoch encountered beings resembling humans, but of a much larger stature, identified as the Watchers. He perceived their somber demeanor, and the accompanying angels elucidated that the Watchers had transgressed against God by violating divine commands to engage with humans on earth. The angels were visibly distressed as they recounted the consequences of the Watchers' actions. In the subsequent heaven, Enoch observed groups of angels responsible for overseeing the seasons, years, seas, and rivers. Upon entering the seventh heaven, he was met with a brilliant light and numerous angels, including the cherubim and seraphim. The eighth heaven revealed the cosmic order, while the ninth showcased the stars. Enoch was welcomed by a radiant light that transformed his attire into a luminous splendor, and he was anointed by God. Subsequently, he was elevated to the role of scribe, entrusted with the responsibility of documenting significant divine revelations. Charged with conveying his experiences to humanity, he was guided back to Earth, equipped with enhanced knowledge and insights regarding construction techniques. Enoch's return and message to humanity. A sudden transformation occurs as an individual gains the knowledge and skills necessary to construct megalithic structures. He assembles a group of people and recounts his visions to them, cautioning against immoral actions while revealing the fate awaiting the righteous. This marks the beginning of his role as a mediator between the celestial and terrestrial realms. A thorough examination of the various sections within the Book of Enoch will illuminate their significance for our existence and the implications following the Book of the Watchers. The fundamental transgression lies in their ambition to establish their own nations and populations, seeking to emulate divine authority without consent. The Book of the Watchers, the initial segment of the Book of Enoch, stands out as one of its most compelling and thought-provoking sections. It lays the groundwork for the exploration of themes such as cosmic justice, divine retribution, and the corrupting nature of power. This section narrates the dramatic downfall of a group of angels known as the Watchers, who descend to Earth and disrupt the divine order by taking human wives, resulting in the emergence of the Nephilim, beings described as half-human and half-angelic. The actions of the Watchers initiate a series of events that jeopardize the equilibrium between heaven and earth, necessitating direct intervention from God. The Book of Watchers commences with a parable concerning the ultimate fate of the wicked and the righteous, found in chapters 1 to 5. This introductory passage presents a grim and ominous vision of God's impending judgment on both groups, establishing a framework for accountability. Following this, Chapter 11 details the fall of the angels and the subsequent moral decline of humanity, introducing the Watchers, led by their chief. More secrets revealed. The Book of Watchers commences with a parable concerning the ultimate fate of both the wicked and the righteous. This introduction is succeeded by the narrative of the angels' fall and the subsequent moral degradation of humanity. Central to this account are the Watchers, led by their chief, Samyaza, who convinces 200 angels to take an oath to descend to Earth and marry human women. Their union with humans gives rise to the Nephilim, colossal beings that cause chaos on Earth, depleting resources and exhibiting increasing violence as their numbers swell. These entities begin to consume humanity and engage in illicit activities, thereby corrupting creation through bloodshed and sin. Subsequently, Enoch experiences a dream vision that reveals the impending doom of the fallen angels. In this vision, Enoch intercedes with God on behalf of the fallen angels, particularly Azazel, who has imparted to humans the knowledge of weaponry, warfare, and sorcery. Nevertheless, God condemns the Watchers, pronouncing eternal punishment for their misdeeds. Chapters 17 to 36 detail Enoch's explorations of Earth and Sheol. He undertakes mystical journeys through various realms, including the underworld and a gateway to the heavens. During these travels, he encounters the 7 archangels and observes the locations designated for the punishment of the fallen angels. This journey enables Enoch to grasp the full magnitude of the Watcher's corruption, underscoring the notion that divine justice is both inevitable and absolute. The issue at hand lies in the manner in which individuals have engaged with it. It has led to their moral corruption. Consequently, it exacerbates the challenge of lust. Within this context, prominent figures among the fallen angels, notably Azazel and Samyaza, emerge as significant symbols of rebellion against divine authority. Azazel, in particular, is held responsible for imparting forbidden knowledge to humanity, thereby misleading them through the introduction of weapons, sorcery, and superficiality. Each of these angels has contributed distinct forms of knowledge to humankind, ranging from astrology to cosmetics, which ultimately culminates in a decline of moral integrity. The repercussions of these actions manifest through a series of divine retributions. Archangels such as Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel serve as agents of divine will. Uriel is sent to alert Noah about the impending deluge intended to purify the earth, while Raphael confines Azazel in darkness until the final judgment. Gabriel's role involves inciting conflict among the Nephilim, prompting them to turn against one another, and Michael is responsible for binding Samyaza and his fellow angels, sentencing them to the abyss until the culmination of time. The Book of the Watchers reveals profound themes of rebellion, corruption, and divine retribution. It serves as a warning against the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge and stepping outside the boundaries of divine law. This part of the Book of Enoch also emphasizes the eternal consequences of sin and the unyielding nature of judgment, while highlighting Enoch's unique role as a messenger and witness to the fate of both angels and humanity. The Book of Parables. In the Book of Parables, which spans chapters 37 to 71, further insights are provided regarding the themes introduced in the earlier Book of Watchers, particularly concerning eschatology and divine retribution. Central to this text is the figure of the Son of Man, a designation that functions as a title for a messianic figure. This Messiah is also referred to as the Righteous One and the Chosen One, marking what may be the earliest instance of this title in Jewish literature, potentially shaping early Christian theological perspectives. The chapter comprises 3 distinct parables. The first parable discusses the impending judgment of the wicked, while simultaneously presenting a vision of the righteous dwelling. It elaborates on the roles of archangels and reveals esoteric knowledge about the cosmos. The second parable highlights the significant functions of the Son of Man as he oversees the judgment of oppressive kings and rulers, introducing concepts of resurrection and the dichotomy between the righteous and the wicked, alongside allusions to a renewed heaven and earth. This parable also includes a Noachic fragment that addresses Azazel's ultimate judgment and the fate of the fallen angels and their progeny. The third parable emphasizes the rewards bestowed upon the righteous and further elaborates on the judgment of the powerful. It features representations of cosmic entities such as Behemoth and Leviathan, the earth's waters, and the angels tasked with upholding cosmic harmony. Enoch is portrayed as foretelling the great flood to Noah and detailing the punitive realms designated for fallen angels and malevolent kings. Appendices and debates. The Book of Parables concludes with 2 appendices that detail Enoch's ultimate ascension to heaven and propose the notion that Enoch may be identified as the Son of Man. This interpretation contrasts with earlier sections that depict the Son of Man as a distinct figure, prompting inquiries into Enoch's function in divine judgment and his connection to this character. The abrupt transition in this chapter has sparked discussions, with some scholars positing that it may have been a later addition by Christian authors. The Astronomical book, comprising only 10 chapters, is a significant component of the Book of Enoch, conveying crucial themes. Commonly referred to as the Book of the Heavenly Luminaries, it articulates Enoch's revelations regarding the celestial hierarchy and the movements of heavenly bodies. This text introduces a 364-day calendar, differing from the conventional 365-day solar calendar. It primarily outlines a solar calendar of 364 days, which is segmented into 4 equal seasons of 91 days each. Each season is made up of 3 months of 30 days, with an extra day added at the conclusion of the 3rd month. This structure guarantees that each calendar day consistently corresponds to the same weekday. Each season and year commence on a Wednesday, which corresponds to the fourth day of creation in Genesis, when God established the celestial bodies. This solar calendar, also mentioned in other texts, contrasts with the lunar calendar utilized in the Temple of Jerusalem, resulting in varying festival observances among different sects. The 364-day calendar presents difficulties due to its misalignment with the tropical year, which exceeds 365 days. Interesting. Celestial observations and human sin. The astronomical book commences with an examination of the sun, detailing its movements and the daily and seasonal trajectories it follows. Subsequently, it addresses the moon, exploring its various phases and offering an overview of the lunar calendar. Chapter 76 focuses on the winds and their influence on seasonal changes and weather patterns. The following chapter describes the physical structures of the world, including 7 mountains, rivers, and islands that define the Earth's landscape. Chapter 78 further elaborates on the moon's phases and its significance in the measurement of time. In the subsequent 3 chapters, the Book of Enoch revisits earlier accounts of celestial laws, elucidates how human transgressions disturb the natural order and cosmic harmony, and presents celestial records that preserve divine wisdom, alongside Enoch's role in disseminating these revelations. Finally, Chapter 82 emphasizes Enoch's obligation to impart knowledge regarding the intercalary days and the stars that regulate the seasons. The astronomical book illustrates the ancient preoccupation with celestial order and its spiritual ramifications, establishing a connection between cosmic harmony, human virtue, and divine intention. The Book of Dream Visions, also referred to as the Animal Apocalypse, constitutes a segment of the Book of Enoch, comprising allegorical dreams that unveil a prophetic narrative of Israel's history from its inception to the Maccabean revolt. Scholars predominantly attribute this text to the Maccabean era, specifically between 163 and 142 BCE, due to its narratives closely mirroring historical events of that period. The visions encompass the circumstances surrounding the Great Flood, depicting a divine judgment upon a morally corrupt world. Additionally, certain segments of the visions reflect on the broader history of the world. The text employs allegorical representations, such as animals and colors, to symbolize the history of Israel, significant figures, events, and moral conditions. For example, white symbolizes purity, black represents sin, and red indicates martyrdom. Key characters and groups are illustrated as various animals. Adam is depicted as a white bull, Eve as a heifer, Abel as a red calf, and Cain as a black calf. The faithful are represented as sheep, and the leaders are rams. Enoch also describes the downfall of rebellious angels and their impact on humanity, echoing narratives found in earlier chapters. This includes their punishment and the consequences of their actions on earth. The vision concludes with judgment on the fallen angels and wicked rulers. Following this, a new Jerusalem and the resurrection of the righteous are envisioned, leading to a messianic age where all are transformed into white bulls, symbolizing purity and divine favor. In the final vision, Enoch sees a white bull with great horns, a symbol of the anticipated Messiah, signifying divine leadership that would establish peace and righteousness. The Epistle of Enoch. The Epistle of Enoch represents a segment within the Book of Enoch, frequently regarded as a separate anthology of teachings and revelations. This section comprises various subsections, each attributed to different historical contexts, suggesting that they may have been assembled by a later compiler. The individual components highlight diverse aspects of righteousness, divine judgment, and wisdom, thereby enriching the theological discourse of early Jewish thought. Among these subsections is the Apocalypse of Weeks, which categorizes history into 10 distinct epochs, with 7 reflecting historical events, and the remaining 3 forecasting future occurrences. Additionally, there is a brief segment featuring moral admonitions from Enoch to his son Methuselah. Following this, the epistle section delves into themes such as divine wisdom, justice, and the contrasting paths of righteousness and unrighteousness. The concluding parts narrate the birth of Noah and his prophetic insights. The Book of Enoch stands out as an extraordinary text. Although there is ongoing debate regarding its authorship and the period in which it was written, It offers a significant narrative that has contributed to humanity's comprehension of existence. The recently uncovered sections provide additional insights into our world and its celestial governance. We trust that you found this video engaging. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more exceptional narratives of this nature. Have you read the Book of Enoch? What can you say about its teachings and warnings? Let's discuss in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.